If you hold HEX, yesterday would have been the best time to sell. The next best time is today. Good evening everybody, and welcome back to Enter Crypto, where every single day I keep you informed and fully up to date on all things crypto. If that sounds like something you would be interested in, then like, subscribe and click on the notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates. Now, today's news brings me great joy to bring to you because this is about the SEC chasing down a scammer, and he's in my opinion, he's been an obvious scammer for years. So as always, guys, we'll read through this article quickly and then we'll remark after. Now, the SEC is suing an entrepreneur alleging $1 billion in unregistered crypto sales and multi-million-dollar fraud. This guy's called Richard Schueler, but you will all know him better as Richard Hart. Now, it says that this guy has used proceeds from the $1 billion offer and sale to purchase high-end watches, real estate and jewels, it said, and fashion items as well. Schueler faces 3 civil charges, so that's civil, not criminal charges, in the Eastern District of New York. The SEC on Monday filed charges against a US citizen it alleged raised more than $1 billion through the unregistered offer and sale of crypto securities before pilfering millions to fuel a high-status lifestyle and the acquisition of luxury goods, including the largest black diamond in the world. Richard Schueler, also known as Richard Hart, operated 3 crypto asset offerings: HEX, PulseChain and PulseX. The SEC alleged he touted the investment as a pathway to grandiose wealth. The offerings were made through HEX tokens, which were marketed as an Ethereum-based certificate of deposit, but the SEC alleged that the 38% annual return that Schueler touted was nothing more than cover for an elaborate scheme. Schueler faces 3 charges of securities fraud in civil court. Schueler, who was born in the US but resides in Finland, surreptitiously defrauded his investors, the SEC alleged, by generating hundreds of millions of dollars worth of wash trading activity on his platforms, creating the false impression of significant trading volume and organic demand for HEX tokens. Schueler misappropriated at least $12 million of investor funds, the SEC alleged, to purchase a 555-carat black diamond, high-end vehicles and luxury watches, a 550k Rolex Daytona, an 800k Rolex GMT Master 2, and another unspecified $1.38 million Rolex watch were among his watch purchases. I'm just laughing at his tweet here. He's written a tweet: "To show more humility and respectfulness, I've deactivated my Instagram account." Okay. In March, Schueler began to pare back his social media presence, deactivating his Instagram profile to show more humility and respectfulness. The charges against Schueler were filed in the Eastern District of New York. Now, this is great news because this guy has been scamming for maybe 3 or 4 years now. And if you've been in crypto for any length of time, it's kind of obvious that he's a scammer, but there's so many sort of innocent people going along with his narrative and his little story. And I think the thing that makes it even more annoying with this guy is that he's always calling other people scammers. So it's just super annoying to watch him go around calling everybody scammers. And I mean, he's right a lot of the time. It's not that he's wrong, it's just that he is himself a scammer. And at the same time, he's got on his Instagram and on Twitter, he posts videos, and on his YouTube of him buying, super luxurious things like Louis Vuitton bags and all these Rolex watches that he shows off. And that's all users, that's his users' money. That's the people that have bought this HEX thinking that they're going to get rich because he's promised them all kinds of things, and then he's actually selling while he's trying to pump the price of this thing and saying that it's going to go up forever and it's going to be amazing and we're all going to get rich together. He's actually selling into that. So he's selling all his tokens while everybody's buying into it. They're buying his tokens actually. So he's getting rich in dollar terms, and you are all getting rich in HEX terms, and HEX is worth nothing, or close to nothing. So really good news, and it's only a short article, but I'll keep you updated and keep you posted because there'll be more to this. And I wouldn't be surprised if criminal charges were brought against him as well, because once the SEC sort of get the teeth into something like this, they do work in partnership with other criminal, like the Department of Justice and the FBI and other, intergovernmental departments within the US. So they all work together. So even though the SEC cannot bring criminal charges against an individual or company, they can certainly give information and help other criminal investigations with other sort of three-letter agencies within the US. So this is going to be a really interesting time for him anyway, and for us watching. So as always, guys, thank you for watching and listening. As always, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you found some value in this video, and I'll see you all tomorrow evening.